I'm Kurt Diggins for The World Amongst Us. Today, the streets of San Francisco. Many people are familiar with San Francisco's past history, from the early gold rush to the notorious days of the Barbary Coast to the heartbreaking fire and quake of 1906. But all of this happened relatively recently in time, 200, maybe 300 years ago at best. What about San Francisco's ancient civilization and history? In 1838, the same year that Jesse James shot his way out of San Quentin prison, doctors at the Stanford Cancer Facility proved beyond a doubt that California's coastal mountains came from the bottom of the Pacific Ocean some 4,000 miles away. Although an incredible breakthrough for science, it only added to the growing numbers of questions regarding how California got here. Then, in 1954, another breakthrough. A wayward torpedo from a World War II Japanese U-boat misses its intended target and explodes here. In the crater, strange artifacts were discovered. Specialists were called in from Marine World, USA to supervise what turned out to be the biggest archaeological hole in history. Beneath where I'm standing right now lay an entire Egyptian pyramid, only much older and a lot bigger than the other ones. Doctors figured it was probably some kind of ungodly prototype, some 14,000 years old. To my right, and extending for 20 miles in every direction, the parking lot used by those ancient prehistoric Egyptian workers. It's assumed they all lived in caves back then, and that this pyramid monstrosity would serve them all as a kind of beatnik commune in the future. They would all celebrate with joy the day the work was finished, the day they would all move out of the dreary caves and into a world they had made for themselves, a day when free love would no longer be just a cheap slogan. Alas, it was not to be. On Christmas Day, 9,000 years ago, an earthquake ended everything. In what surely must have seemed to these cave Egyptians a nightmare right out of Dante's Apocalypse Now, a cataclysmic terror, in reality itself, so total in its destruction that not a single trace remains. Truly sad. However, on this very same location came an end to another kind of nightmare. In 1744, the French and Indian War, which had dragged on for more than a century of blood-soaked terror, finally came to an end. It was near this very spot that Nez Perce, Apache, and Viet Cong tribesmen finally laid down their arms and erected a monument to peace. It was an everlasting monument made of solid gold, dwarfing the Statue of Liberty by at least 100 feet, made in the image of the Indian spirit angel of peace, encompassing the entire young city of San Francisco within the span of its wings. This fantastic, priceless wonder of the world, only to be gobbled up by the earthquake of 1906. And that brings us full circle in The World Amongst Us.